Welcome back. You are still watching NTV at 1. Now, this week, the National Drug Authority has been involved in running operations to destroy fake drugs seized from pharmacies across the country. In one of the operations, the NDA struck in Isingiro and Lyantonde and destroyed nearly a ton of drugs in Nakasongola. Now, to help us understand what is really going on, we do have the National Drug Authority spokesperson, Abiaz Rwamwiri. Good afternoon and welcome to NTV at 1.
Thank you for having me. Good afternoon, the viewers of NTV.
Yes. Now, this is the first time the National Drug Authority is publicly destroying these fake drugs. What is really going on, and are there any other operations that are taking place?
Thank you. This is, like I mentioned, the first time we are coming out to show the public. One, to send a message, but also for us, this was the biggest ever impounded, counterfeited consignment. Not just 1 ton, but 4.8 ton, and these were got from Lyantonde, like you mentioned, and when we arrested the 7 culprits based on our intelligence, they were produced in court, and our first plea to the magistrate was to grant us a destruction order. These drugs, so what these guys were doing, they were getting fumigants and agrochemicals and just putting a label that they are either acaricides or dewormers. Acaricides kill ticks. These are sprays for ticks. Some of these fumigants were of high concentration, meaning they are very dangerous to the to the environment, to animals, and to the population. When the magistrate inspected the consignment and looked at our evidence, he indeed granted us our plea, and we destroyed safely this consignment in Nakasongola. What you're asking about, is this the first? No, we continue. Our work is to keep an eye on the entire supply chain of the drug. When we release drugs onto the market, we follow them. We want to protect the supply chain to ensure that it is not infiltrated by counterfeiters. So we never sleep, and we continue doing this. We've heard so many others. We have over 100 cases that are going on that relate to drug regulation abuse. But what we want to assure the public is that we are there, but we also need the public to keep an eye to make sure that, because all these cases, the counterfeiting, they actually happen in our backyard.
So what measures, in the process of destroying these drugs, what measures are you going to being made to ensure that the drugs are destroyed safely, with concerns to the environmental protection without endangering the environment?
Actually, as National Drug Authority, we contract a third-party company that is certified by National Environment Authority, NEMA. What we did was to go and witness to make sure that these drugs are actually destroyed in the right process. They were destroyed at the incineration center in Nakasongola. We do take care of not of the environment, and we are very cautious to make sure that these products, one, as I mentioned, they are very dangerous to the environment, so we had to make sure that they are safely disposed of. Okay,
and finally, what is your next step in this operation to ensure that these fake drugs do not surface again on the market or in pharmacies?
Like I mentioned, we continue our surveillance. We have intelligence across the country. You want to know that National Drug Authority has presence in 8 regions, but also we work with every district. We have a district drug inspector that we work with. So, but also up to the village level, we have intelligence. So we'll continue, and that's why I assure the public that we will continue ensuring that the public has access to only the drugs that are safe, good quality, and work well.
Thank you, Abiaz Rwamwiri, the spokesperson for the National Drug Authority, for sharing some of